Alright, step one, fix my contact lens. Right one's all sideways. Fix your contact before you start playing with the lawnmower. Of course, that just made it worse. Alright, well, screw it. So, legally blind guy had one good eye. Try one of my good eyes, which is not very good at all. I need to change the oil in the mower. It's getting up there, man. This may be the last year. Next year, I'm probably going to buy myself a new one, if not later this year, but still got to change the oil in it. Engine runs great. The body's falling apart on it. It was $149.99 I think when I bought it, and if I had waited a couple of weeks, it dropped down to $129. So yeah, they threw an extra 20 bucks at it, 30 bucks at it. The runs like a top, starts on the first pull all the time. I've only changed the oil in it. This will be the third time I've changed the oil in it. I've had it since 2006, so no, I don't change the oil every year because it was such a cheap mower. If I had a more expensive mower, I would. Every time I change the oil, I usually buy a new blade, but I bought a new blade last year because the other one was messed up. Might try to sharpen this one at some point, but probably not. Like I said, I may just be investing in a new mower, but still, gonna change the oil. What oil do I use? Well, what are on sale usually in lawnmowers? Well, I don't give a crap. I have the car people do the car because I really don't want to mess with it. And if I screw it up, which is entirely possible, it'll do way more damage than the money I save trying to do it myself. So, I blow the 30 bucks, whatever it takes to have someone else do it because they do it all day long. But mowers, I don't care. If it blows up, it blows up. I have to get another one at some point. Anyway, the only decision I made is the next one will be self-propelled. I'm getting old. So, yeah, next one will have some sort of self-propelled. None of this push mower shit. Anyway, let's get to it. Tip this over. Right there. That's better. That'll work. It's still sitting up on it. I'll get more of it. Yep. Flowing out pretty good. Sorry for the wind noise. That is what the manual said to do. Well, that thing is dripping even worse than I thought it would. There. Now, hopefully that's all as I spill. Oh, it's coming out up here as well. Damn it. Well, I knew I'd make a mess. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Alright, let that run for a minute. When I read the manual on this a million years ago, it said you wanted the lawnmower to be at a 90-degree angle and it would drain most of the oil out of the engine, but you had to let it sit there for a while. Because what's happening is the oil's actually all over the inside of the engine. And it doesn't just sit in the bottom. And where that tube connects is down at the bottom. So you got to sit there and wait for as much oil as possible to drain down into where that tube goes in the bottom. I'm not quite 90 degrees, so I may have to, do a little wiggling back and forth and see if any more oil comes out. But I don't know. It's not critical in an engine you're not real proud of. You don't really care that much about it. You get every drop of old oil out of it. But every little bit helps, I suppose. Let's see. So this is the oil I decided to go with. I have no idea if it's any good or not. It was what was on sale at Home Depot in the lawnmower section. So that's what I'm going with. Let's see. 4-cycle lubricant. 10W third tie. Blah, blah, blah. Oil. Gotcha. Okay. Like I say, I didn't get as much oil on the driveway as I thought I would, but I ain't done yet. So let's see what we got here. This thing claims it only wants a little less than a quart. But you know what? Let's get this whole thing because I got nothing else to do with it. So. Well, I guess at least I'm spilling the clean oil. All right, squished the bottle a little bit and got it all over my hand already. So I spilled more clean oil than old oil. Like I say, it wants a little less than a quart in it. Make sure I'm not overflowing before it has a chance to flow. God dang it. It's supposed to go in the lawnmower, not on it. I knew I'd make a mess, I wasn't kidding. Alright. Just gonna hold the oil on it. Let it sit for a second. Just let that sit for a second and see if it'll sink down to the engine. Make sure I didn't spill too much. Why is this like sliding in? Hi. Never seen a white man change his own oil? Don't forget mindful, I should get my YouTube channel. I don't know, it says plenty of oil, but it's not on level ground, so there's plenty in there. Yeah, they pulled into this parking lot over here. So maybe they were trying to look behind here for something. I don't know. They were slowing down, giving something a double take. I don't know. A few dummy strokes just to get oil pumped around. Got a pretty nasty little shimmy in the run there. Bet you 10 to 1 it's a carburetor thing. I did just put a new air filter on it. So that's not the problem. It's probably got garbage in the carburetor though. That gas is from last year that's in it. And there is gas in it because, well, I think there's gas in it. I've run her bone dry before and it just ends. It just runs fine and then nothing. Runs out of gas. So that ain't it. There's only a little bit in the bottom. Maybe it's just got garbage in the gas. I don't know. Alright, well, call it a win. I'm gonna mow tomorrow. That was my honeydew today, I guess. Let's get that done. I've got one little tidbit, something I kind of learned along with some friends at work. Co-workers are also friends. There's one time in a man's life that the middle age hits about 40s, but something you hit before that that makes you feel a little more mortal. It's when a man's belt size overlaps his inseam. We were all talking about, we all have about a 32 inseam, and we were all 28 in high school, 30, 32 through college, and through our early careers. We all hit 35, and suddenly we were wearing 34, 36 jeans. And our inseams, of course, are still all 32. And it's like, oh my God. That's a depressing thing for a man, so you should remember that when you go throwing those numbers around. It's like, you know, they just need to make these little things on the back of jeans where you can just print whatever number on there you want. There'd be a market for them, let me tell you. Well, you better be careful, it's catching.
What?
Your head.
Oh, yeah.
Ellie's next.
Ellie's next, huh?
I don't think so. Okay, now laughing how dirty it is behind my hill.
Sandy pulled
Refrigerator.
ours out. You ought to seen how dirty it was behind ours. She was shocked.
All the cat toys on it back there.
I moved them and
So you can't just break that Teflon tape it?
So Lily is getting something very special out of the freezer. Been in there a little too long. These are the 2 X mice. They lasted quite a while. The mice only live like 2 years in captivity, and that's like 10 times longer than they live out in the wild. So I don't want to bury them in the backyard because we dig crap up in the backyard all the time. So what I'm thinking is put them out here somewhere where we won't be doing any digging. And it rained recently, so the ground's nice and loose. Okay, I'm gonna dig right where you're standing. No, you're right. I'm laughing because you're absolutely right. We need an expensive fence. Hi, Pete. Bye, Squeak. Get it flat so we won't trip over it. So that's 3 honeydews down. I didn't get much filming done on the refrigerator, but it's back in one piece. And Dad just happened to come by and help us put them to work. They don't dare show up over here. But anyway, so there we go. We keep an eye on Elliot. Make sure nobody makes off with you.